I have horrible news. We are no longer undefeated with Pickles in the lineup. The Sharks lose 4-1 to the Columbus Blue Jackets and gave basically no effort till the third period. Yeah, let's talk about this shit show. If you want to find us, if you want to watch us, you know where to find us. I've said that 3 times now. Oh, God, this is going to be a fun show. You can find us on the Blue Sky, the YouTube, the X, the Insta, all the social platforms. We're going to put more effort than the Sharks did tonight. I'm joined with Ian, Reed, and Felix. How are you guys doing?
I guess I'll start. I mean, my stream was fine for about the first 20 minutes, and then it. I guess my network, my Wi-Fi decided to give us about as much effort as the Sharks did tonight. So there's that.
Ian, your thoughts, comments? How are we feeling?
This fucking team. Brutal. Like it's such a disappointing game after a game in Detroit where I think they had one of their most complete efforts.
Yeah.
And then to turn around and have this game and just completely lay an egg after it is just it's astonishing. Like, and it's bad. I don't know, man. Like I was annoyed just because, like, obviously Georgiev was getting the start again, which annoys me. But like, you can't pin this on Georgiev.
No,
not at all.
No. So I mean, I will say this: the Sharks this year, especially whenever they have a really good game, like they won against Washington, right? Whatever, 2 months ago, and then laid an egg versus Tampa. Like, it's kind of a trend where they'll have a really good game and then lay a fucking egg the next day.
Yeah.
Let's just dive right into this.
Sorry, I choked.
First of all, I want to give full props to Zach Werenski. If you don't watch the Columbus Blue Jackets, which by the way you should, watch Zach Werenski on the Columbus Blue Jackets. That guy should probably win the Norris. I know there's a Cale Makar. I know there's a ton of other guys out there, but watch Zach Werenski. I know it's against the Sharks, but he had a monster game. And it starts off with Adam Fantilli scoring 8 minutes in, because the Sharks just forgot how to play defense, and only Jan Ruda was back, and Vlasic just could not keep up with Fantilli. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically it. Vlasic just didn't have the speed to keep up with Fantilli.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much you can do there. And then they would score again within the span of let's put it 4 minutes to make it 2-0. So that was just, I believe that was the really shitty play by Timothy Liljegren, where he just coughs up the puck. They take it. Sorry, Felix, go.
No, I'm just like, my dude, what are you doing? Like, I'm just like, I mean, I get it. You know, overskating the puck happens, but like, dude, you're like, you've got a guy on you, like, right there. And it's just,
Ferraro and Liljegren did not have the best game today.
I'm just like, and I don't understand why you would put those guys together to begin with.
They have been together, and for a bit there, it was working. That's the thing. Like, for a while there, it wasn't hot garbage. I mean, not like it was hot garbage, but it was a little less of a hot garbage. Thoughts on that first period, Ian? Go ahead, and then I'll shoot it over to Felix.
They just couldn't get anything going. And like that was the big problem, right? They couldn't get much going. Credit to Columbus. Like, Columbus is playing some really good hockey right now. But again, like, nothing. The Sharks need more from players that don't have a number in the 70s on their sweater, and they're not getting any. Like, it feels like they're not getting anything from anyone outside of Celebrini, Eklund, Toffoli right now. And I thought, credit to Columbus. I thought they did a good job of controlling their zone, but offensively, like, they just could not get going. And I say that the 70s guys did okay, but they only did okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they were awesome tonight, but they were miles ahead of the rest of the forward group.
Felix.
Yeah, I like this first period. You know how like when you hope for something good to happen in a really shitty day, and that hope just it was a mirage. That's basically what this game fucking
Mm-hmm.
you know. So yeah, like Ian kind of nailed it, and I don't really know how much more there is to add to
No.
first period.
But it gets worse, believe it or not, because the second period, they had 2 shots in this period.
So, sorry, before you continue,
Go for it.
how and this is probably like script. Well, swear jar or not, I'm going for it.
Go for it.
How the fuck does a national fucking hockey league team go without a fucking shot in 10 fucking plus minutes?
They are the San Jose Sharks. That's what
Yeah.
this isn't new. Yeah, I know. I mean, I agree. I agree. Like you're not wrong. But then again, I give you the San Jose Sharks. This is not the first time this happened to them.
Fortunately.
I think I phrased it on Twitter. They forgot how to play hockey for at least 50 minutes of tonight's game. Probably more. And then well, JVR with a sick tip. I thought they might challenge that for a high touch, but I think it was fine.
I was kind of surprised they didn't, but then again, like it's one of those things where the camera, like the angle of the camera looking at the ice always makes these things look worse than they are.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised they didn't though, because I thought it was a little bit of a high touch, but
I thought so too, but it's 50-50.
It's 50.
But I think and if you get it wrong, then what? You know, it's another power play, which
Right.
Oh
the
yeah,
Sharks didn't need any help getting on the penalty kill today. Like Warsawski didn't need to help them do that. I was surprised. It was a good tip, and I don't really like. I think the only goal that I took issue with was the second goal for Georgiev. But I think again, I don't think he's been outstanding, but he's done what he's supposed to do. He's gone in there. I think he's given the Sharks serviceable goaltending over this last little stretch. You know, I would, it's hard to be like I would prefer to see Askarov get more starts, and it's really pissing me off that they're not giving him more starts in this situation. But that's just an aside, because you can't be mad at Georgiev tonight when the Sharks is Askarov going to come start taking shots too? Because that was the only way this game was going to get better.
Yeah. And then the third period happens, and it gets a little better. Yes,
Score
and
effect.
it's just pure score effect. I'm not gonna but it's the 70s line. And I'm gonna read some good news, because this is not just gonna be negative Nancy. So Tyler Toffoli scores. And Macklin Celebrini got the assist, his 32nd point of the campaign, tying him with Patrick Marleau for most points by an 18-year-old in San Jose Sharks history.
Is that good?
I think so, Ian. And then Eklund with another helper. I don't know if that one got taken away, because on the NHL thingy it doesn't show it, but for right now it says Eklund with the secondary assist. He now has 9 points in the past 7 games. That 70s line has been on fire. They weren't great tonight, but
they were still better than everyone else.
I feel like that bar is so low, but yes,
it's a problem, right? And I think this is a problem, and I think it's when you look at the Sharks earlier, the consistent thing with all of these lines that keep going for the San Jose Sharks though is William Eklund.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. William Eklund, when the Lund line was rolling, William Eklund's there, and he got a lot of points there. Now it's Celebrini. I'm not saying, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Celebrini, who obviously is fantastic, but it just feels like Eklund, wherever Eklund is, it seems to be that's what goes.
For sure. Yeah. No, I completely agree.
Yeah. And then the Sharks pull the goalie, and Granlund tries a few too many moves, and it backfires. And JVR gets his second of the game because, of course, he does. And the score is 4-1, and we can all pretend this game never happened and boil it and throw it in the trash. I don't know what else to say. It took 10 minutes. Doing great, Jules. I mean, like, what can you say at this point?
It's funny because I was thinking back to my really poor strain that I was contending with today, the poor connection that I was having. I was like, maybe this is the hockey god's way of saying you don't need to watch this game tonight.
But yeah, so next up they're going to play the Islanders, who I believe right now are losing to the Flyers, so I'm sure they'll be mad. And you know, so they go to the Islands, then the Bruins, then back-to-backs versus the Preds. Or not back-to-backs, just a home and away, away and home versus the Preds. I mean, if they put up this type of effort, it's going to be a long week or long 2 weeks. Like,
yeah, I mean, it sucks. It sucks because, like, for me, these are like the games that are earlier, the ones that I actually get to watch full live, where I'm not watching like part of them the next day. I don't know. It's but like, as bad as this was, I'm not like the Jekyll and Hyde Sharks have definitely been a thing, and they can get back to what they did against Detroit
for sure. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to, like, I know it sucks, and no one should be super happy with this game or this effort from the Sharks, but like, they can get back to the way they played against Detroit. I think that the Islanders are definitely a team that they can take care of. They should. I don't think the Islanders are particularly good. They've been a pretty meh team all year. And Nashville's been Nashville. So I don't, as bad as this was, I don't think it's the end of the world.
No, it's not. And it's fine.
And honestly, for all we know, Celebrating might have to carry this team on his back yet again.
I mean, you can't really put that on an 18-year-old.
Sure. No, for sure. But I'm just saying, with the way this freaking team is and how they've been playing, like, I mean,
Warsaw had a quote the other day, like, if we're relying on an 18-year-old to be the energy for us, like, there's other problems.
Sure, absolutely. And I don't deny that at all. I'm just saying, like, this is what the situation is right now.
Michael Schaefer. Yes. Schaefer is
yeah.
We can go on take-a-thon at this point. No, I mean, listen, there's not much to say about this game. The Sharks they have to just play the way they played against Detroit, and I'm sure hopefully they get back to that, because these type of losses where you just don't get any shots, the offense doesn't do anything, everything just felt a little off, no passes were actually clicking. And
they need more. I mean, they need more from guys that don't wear, like, again, the guys that aren't wearing 70 numbers in the 70s on their sweater, they need more from those guys. Someone in the chat said it earlier, like the bottom six has been super quiet forever. Like, you can't win games with no secondary scoring, and the Sharks are barely getting primary scoring right now. So that's when you need guys lower in your lineup to step up. And obviously the Sharks have, it's not, this team isn't built for that.
No,
their bottom six isn't super fantastic when it comes to goals, and I think some guys have kind of regressed a little bit to the mean. Like, I think Luke Cunnin has had a productively decent season, but I think he's kind of regressed to what he actually is. You just need more.
And again, then don't rely on an 18-year-old kid to, like, pick everybody up, because obviously, like y'all said, he could only do so much. And
Zetterlund's battling an injury right now. We don't know what that is because Teal Curtin, but Zetterlund, you can kind of tell he's not at 100% right now. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And again, they play the Islanders.
That's like an excuse. Like, again,
that's not an excuse, but I'm just throwing the facts there.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I still think, like, who was he playing with tonight?
Granlund and Graf.
Graf, and then Graf got replaced with Will Smith as the game went on. I don't know. Like, you still need that line still needs more. Like, that line needs to produce. Period.
Granlund needs to produce a little more here.
I think he's been as many positives as he's had. I think he's been a little off lately.
Yeah, I 100%. 100% agree. Lammy saying wouldn't mind resting Zetterlund versus New York. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with.
Do they have the roster space to do that though? Like the problem here now is that they're because of the guys that can't play. They're really lean up and forward as well. Like they don't really have another guy to throw in there unless you want to watch.
I mean, they have Grunstrom.
Unless you want to watch, but that's not.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like they have Grunstrom, and that's about it up there, unless they call up someone from the CUDA. But at that point,
but you have to have that. I don't think they have the roster.
They don't have the roster for that. So,
and like unless they because and with Zetterlund obviously playing, like you can't just retroactively IR him. So the problem is the problems have to come from within the group that they have right now. There's no fixing this outside of that group because again, like they don't have the roster space to make a roster move. You sit Zetterlund, okay, now it's like, all right, cool. Now it's gonna be. I mean, Will Smith could play on that line.
And then your bottom six is
with
even
Colin
more
Graff.
depleted.
What are you gonna do though, right?
Yeah, no, I know.
So you put Will Smith and Colin Graff and with Granlund and see if that can go. But I don't know.
Ian for GM of the Sharks. Speaking of their AHL, not speaking, but their AHL affiliate, the CUDA, are playing the Abbotsford Canucks January 18th at 7 p.m. And January 19th at 4 p.m. So be sure to catch them. Hopefully they're a little bit more fun than the Sharks, and hopefully we'll see Askarov get a start versus the Islanders because, oh boy, do I miss that guy. Also, can we talk about Georgie's during the power play breakaway save that he made where he just slid out?
Yeah.
He was arguably the Sharks' best defender on that play.
Someone had to play defense.
Ian Reed's about to suit up to go play defense for the Sharks.
I know that'd be terrible. However, yeah, I mean, again, I have my well-documented issues with Georgiev, but like he's been fine. You can't I don't pin this on him. Like he hasn't been like these last few games. He's been fine. I don't know if that makes me, but that doesn't make me less annoyed that Askarov isn't getting starts.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I would have figured he would have gotten one of the two from the last games, but I don't know what is going on there. Real quick, we want to anyone.
I think the problem was I think he played too well, and like people are going to be mad when Vanacek comes back and Askarov gets sent back down because I don't buy this talk of like, oh, the Sharks are just trying to reinflate his trade value. Like no one's fucking taking no playoff team is going to look at what the Colorado Avalanche went through last year in the playoffs and go, you know what? That's what we need. That's what I want.
Cue the Toronto Maple Leafs when like half their goaltenders are injured. Like I don't know if that's true, but I'm just saying very Leafy.
But you know what I mean? Like there's no rehabbing fucking Georgiev in this short period of time. Like there's no rehabbing that guy's reputation.
Yeah.
No, you are not wrong. We do want to send our love out to LA and any communities affected by it. I believe all the California AHL teams are doing a donation drive. Non-perishable foods, non-food item donations will be accepted from Wednesday 1:15 to Sunday 1:19 at Sharks Ice at San Jose. So anything that you guys can donate to help out with the wildfires in LA is greatly appreciated. And this is again being run by the San Jose Barracuda and I believe a few of the other California teams. So we just want to throw this out there, sending our love and support to any families affected. And there's another slide. Donations. This is all the donation stuff can include Gatorade, juice boxes, toothbrushes, toothpaste, really anything.
I hope that the AHL teams can donate food items that match the or beat the combined donation of $8 million from 12.
Oh yeah, no, seriously. Yeah. I'm hoping
maybe I don't spend a lot of time on social media. So maybe it did get murdered more, but I thought that would get a lot more like what are we doing? When you look at like some of the values of some of these teams, like the Dodgers, especially the fucking Dodgers, like
Yeah.
how much are they worth? How much are the football teams worth? They're all worth like
Yeah, they're
billions
all
of-
worth a lot.
but
A lot.
bajillions of dollars.
A lot.
Bajillions, that's a word. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, any donations you guys can. I'm sure we will retweet it on our
And-
Teal Town or
Yeah.
individually.
Yeah, of course. And also, not to obviously, this is a super important cause. And on that note, y'all, if you can, and honestly, you should, please recycle and like clean up after yourselves, because you can see where this planet is right now. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, for sure. Real quick, sorry for the abrupt shift in topic. Jerry F with the super chat. Thanks for the great coverage as usual. Thank you, Jerry F. Hope you appreciate it, bud. Hopefully you and your kid didn't like burn your eyes out watching tonight's game. Puck guy, thank you for the quotes. We weren't executing, turning over pucks isn't helping us. Yeah, good job, Toffoli.
I mean, yeah, he's not
Yeah.
wrong.
He's not wrong. Good job, Toffoli.
I mean,
There are some good things, but we gotta be playing better in the D zone. Toffoli on playing on that 70s line.
Yeah, look, I think I like Tyler Toffoli. I think he's a really honest
yeah.
guy. Like he generally, his quotes are pretty solid. I do agree. I think that as good as that line has been, they probably need to do a little more in their own zone as well. But the whole team, right? Again, like rough.
That's the best way to describe tonight's
Yeah,
game.
it was just
rough.
rough.
Yeah, it really was.
Anything else you guys want to add? This is going to be a quick one, mainly because the Sharks gave us
Ryan
actually.
Warsofsky stay with this.
All right, let's keep it going until Ryan Warsofsky talks.
I want to see what nonsense he spits out today.
I don't think we'll like it, Ian.
Here we go. I'm going to do it. Here we go.
Slow start, first 2 periods sloppy, just couldn't get anything going.
Okay. Stating the obvious. That's fair.
Off to a great start on stating the obvious. Good job, Warsaw. This team is going to be the death of me.
Our show tonight, not a chance.
Huh? 5-hour show tonight? Dude, no.
Not a chance.
No. I love these
I don't even know what I would talk about for 5
Well,
minutes.
no, Ian, we'd go into ranking the oceans per usual.
That's our go-to.
That's our go-to.
When things go wrong.
When things go wrong, you get to hear Ian
Actually,
and I's ranking.
Since this is my first time, like within the ocean talk, I believe, I guess I might as well throw out my favorite ocean. I don't know.
Yes, in 2 seconds, we want to hear Felix's favorite ocean. But first, we have one more Warsaw quote. Puck play wasn't good, not physical. When we did get into the offensive zone, we were trying to be too cute.
When I read that as puck guy wasn't good, and I was like, "Why for more softy?" But it was puck play, so I don't know.
And that's the puck guy. We love you.
We love you. We definitely do. Yeah.
We're just inconsistent. You said Shank Warsofsky. Oh,
salty with the beat.
Okay.
All right. Spill the tea. At least 2 hours on Woodish gloves. No, I first want to hear Felix's favorite ocean, and then we can talk about Woodish.
All right. This might sound like a cop out, but I'm gonna go with Pacific because fuck it. Why not?
Wow.
There's snakes in the Pacific,
There's
though.
snakes in the Pacific Ocean.
Why did I know that? What was I gonna say?
There's no snakes in the Atlantic Ocean. That's why it is superior.
Record
Right, fair
for.
enough.
Oh yeah, the oh my god, the game 6 of the I don't think we're getting to 30 minutes, let alone 6 hours. We need like the whole crew to jump on at that point. Coach Shang. All right. Oh yes. Oh yes. Did you guys see the stadium series jersey? Oh, Puck Guy's amazing. We have the graphics. No, Puck Guy's
here we go.
Absolutely amazing. For those who missed it, the stadium jerseys are sick. It's the Detroit Red Wings versus the Columbus Blue Jackets, and I'm really hoping. All right, so first we have these two, and this is the Columbus Blue Jacket one. Isn't that sick, or is it just me?
I mean,
I think it's
go ahead.
No, I think it's fine. It's fine. As far as stadium series goes, it's fine. I really like the logo on the helmet for the Red Wings. I don't know why.
We'll get to that.
All right.
Felix?
So I'm not gonna lie, like I was in the same boat with as Ian. I thought it was fine, and then I don't know. I guess it's just started to grow on me. So yeah, I think it's actually not bad. So yeah, and go and show Detroit's.
Yep. Detroit's. So fun fact about that mini little purple octopus is amazing. That single-handedly
cool.
sold me on this jersey. What are your guys' thoughts? And then, like Ian said, the helmet logo is just insane.
Like Detroit's fine. There's not really much you can do
Yeah.
with the Red Wings. So like it's fine. I dig I really like the Columbus one I like the cannon. I like the look of it. But like Detroit, it's just like I've never been a big like word mark guy. I know it's very USA hockey. And maybe that's why I don't like it's just but it's true though, right? Like it's a very USA hockey thing. With like the word mark, but I've never been a word mark guy. Like I think the Rangers sweater is super fucking boring for that reason. I'm sure I'll get flack for it, but I don't know. Like it's fine. It's a Red Wings jersey. There's not much you can do with it.
Opinions can exist, Ian.
Yeah, for sure. But I love the logo on the helmet. I think that's fantastic.
Rarely do I from Puck. I rarely do I say recycled outdoor jerseys, but both of those can be thirds for each team. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think for for Detroit's honestly. So, since some people that I hang out with online are baseball people, and the design of Detroit's kind of makes me think of the Detroit Tigers. Am I off on that?
The Detroit Tiger.
Uh-huh.
No, yeah, you're not off. Not at all.
Yeah, it feels very inspired by that, and of course, and for the helmet, I saw some stuff online on Twitter that was saying that was those were sort of football inspired helmets too. Like I don't know, but
Yeah, no, for sure.
So that's a pretty cool touch.
All right, we got the show to 27 minutes somehow. If you want to listen to this again, oh my God.
Never. Never happen. You can have Alberta. They want to go, but everyone else is not having it.
If you want to listen to this again, which I don't know why you would after this game, you know where to find us on YouTube, on the on the what podcast appers, Audace, whatever it's called, you know where to find us. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button to notified when we get wood. I'm so sorry, that's just going to be a statement I now use. I blame Landy for that. Anyways, Felix, you want to kick us off with closing thoughts on tonight's horrific game?
I'm gonna go with something Ian always likes to say, and that is, when the Sharks do bad, it's bad.
It is bad. It's terrible.
Ian, you want to go ahead?
Oh man, listen. I don't want to give you Alberta. I'm just saying that they want to go. Like, I can't force Alberta to stay here against their will. It's not very Canadian of me. I don't know, man. Like, I don't want them to go, but can't make them stay either. I don't. It's so silly. Like, this whole thing is so silly.
Oh gosh, here we go.
It really is.
Anything on the Sharks?
Yes, and
buddy?
they should feel bad. The Sharks should absolutely feel bad.
Okay. All right.
I love my people in Alberta. But they don't like us. I don't know.
There's your angry Canadian rant of the day.
Hold on, sorry. Your people in Alberta? I thought you were in Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah, well, but they are my countrymen.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll give you that.
All right. Jesus Christ. All right. Hey, Marty. Okay, I'm not even gonna get into this. All right. My final thoughts. Huh?
I said we don't want Florida.
No, you can have Florida.
No, we don't want it.
We'll do a trade, Alberta for Florida.
That's a horrible trade.
The trade value is not fully there. It's better than your trades you made for
Terrible
William
trade.
Eklund and
Holy
Shell. It's better than your trades you made for William Eklund and Shell.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yes, take Florida, please.
Oh wait. See, I'm gonna keep this going forever.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
too.
I offered you to host the show and you said no. Okay.
I know, but now I'm just this is what I do. Ask Buckeye.
Oh, fuck you. Go ahead.
What I do all the time.
That's a good point.
So apparently Simon Nemec is unhappy in Jersey. Does Big Money Mike take a swing? Apparently they're looking for depth scoring. So look at, in my opinion, like defense is obviously still a big need for this team as far as its prospect pool goes. So like the problem is when you're talking about a guy like Simon Nemec, who is what, 21?
He's like 21, 22.
Like he's not coming cheap, right? So it's like you have to be really careful for the Shark, and if you're the Sharks in this situation, because you can't give up too much. You have to like, if you can make a good deal for Simon Nemec, he's 20 years old, man. Like how fucking crazy, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I think he's good. I think he's a good player. I think he definitely would address a need for the Sharks, because I still think their defense
and right-handed.
And yes, especially on the right hands, because even I think Schaefer's a lefty as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
So even if you get Schaefer,
left.
he's a lefty. It's definitely an area of need for the Sharks. I think if Mike Grier can get something without giving up the farm to do it, then I think you probably try to make that move. If you're Mike Grier, I would like to see him at least make a call, see what they want. You don't just get you don't get a 20-year-old right-handed defenseman who's decently rated like that for nothing. Like the cost is going to be high. It's just a matter of how high, I guess. But it's something I would look at if I was Sharks 100%.
If this is like, I know I saw the quote that he put out of being like, listen, like if this continues, like I don't want to, I haven't requested a trade yet, but I'm thinking about, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I would love for the Sharks to get Simon Nemec. Like, don't get me wrong.
Really
it's just really good young D-man. And he went second overall in 2021.
Yeah.
That's a second overall player
in his COVID draft. So I am still leery about like the players in those COVID drafts, because the hockey was
2022. Someone can yell at me in the chat.
But I mean, you're still talking about players who missed time for, didn't play as much as they would have because of COVID. And then those drafts have been weird. Like we've seen a lot of guys already move around from those drafts more than you would typically see at this point. So I always get a little leery of that, but I think Simon Nemec, you can get him if you can make it that call and make it without completely destroying your prospect pool in the process, then 100% you try and make that move. Honestly though, if I'm the Sharks, like there's a couple of players like I would be calling if I was the San Jose Sharks right now. I would be looking at what's like, if the rumors coming out of Vancouver are true and there's any chance you can get Elias Pettersson, what are you like? You have to make that call.
How old is Pettersson?
26.
Oh yeah, you make that call. He fits. He fits the bill.
Like it's a big contract, but I think if you think that, I think he's going to be. I think he's a good player. I think once he's out of like Vancouver's so screwed. Like they're so screwed with this thing that's going on between him and JT Miller. Like that's gonna be rough. I would, you know what I mean? Like it's. Sure. I think all the teams should be lining up for that. And again, I don't think that the Sharks it's realistic for them, but
I mean,
you would have to give up a package for both, like a package, and I don't want Jersey like Musty. I think would have to be involved.
You don't get either player without pain.
Yeah, like you would have to give up a package. It's not just like dollars on a dime. It's not Cody Ceci for Simon Nemec one for listen, if that happens, I will be the happiest girl alive.
No, but so real quick on that whole Elias Pettersson, JT Miller thing, that I don't know if it's just me, but are y'all also just surprised at how that's just blown up?
It's a Canadian market, and I'm not saying it's a Canadian market. There's always going to be more attention on them. So am I surprised it blowed up? No.
I'm surprised how little water the Canucks have tried to put on that fire. They've just kind of let it burn, which is, I think, that if anything, that's what surprises me.
Because I don't think they ever were like, because when there was a rumor came out that Jesus Christ, Jules, that David Pasternak and Brad Marchand didn't want to play on the same line. And Marchand immediately came out and was like, what the hell are you talking about? This is not true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't see anything like that necessarily come out from the Canucks regarding JT and
early
Pettersson.
on. Like, I think JT Miller would like tried to downplay the situation, but I'm just surprised how little like above that.
Yeah.
No,
like,
I get that.
how much how little the Canucks have done as an organization to try and put that fire out.
Yeah. So look out if the Simon Nemec thing is true. If the Pettersson is on the market, look out. We'll see what the Sharks can do. Because
I don't think the Sharks would be in on either. Because again, I think the cost would be astronomical, and it would probably do more harm than good. See, I told you that 5 minutes. Yeah,
that's all thanks to Ian.
This is all thanks
Not
to me,
thanks
man.
to me.
No one can derail a show.
Does Puck Guy want to say hi? Puck Guy's here.
We're gonna go on for another 2 hours and 25 minutes. Let's do it, gang. Come on.
Warsawski called you out. Did you see that?
Yeah, Warsawski called you out for bad puck play or bad play tonight.
Well, I didn't get pucks in deep. I didn't give it 110%.
Where's the quote?
Okay, molasses. Jesus Christ, buddy.
Look at he said right here, Puck Guy. I read this as Puck Guy for some reason. I don't know why. So Puck Guy wasn't good, not physical. We need to get the defense. Like, yeah,
you know what?
I was really upset with your play today.
If Warsaw wants to get at me for working in an office for a period and a half, then bring it on. We can challenge Pettersson Miller for controversy. Although
Puck Guy versus Warsawski coming up next on Teal Town, USA.
It'd be tough to do like the Boston Bruins Twitter and get pictures of Pasternak and Marchand like literally hours after that whole little comment came out of that sports guy. I'm just saying.
Boys. Who wants to read that though?
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Listen, cancel me on Twitter. I don't give a fuck. I'm on there like 5 seconds a day.
We're gonna get
Michael Molasses with the $2. You can find him at Michael Molasses on Twitter. You can cancel him there. Actually, he said the fire has gotten worse than the ones down in LA. I mean, he's not wrong.
Jesus Christ!
Listen, what's the line? He's out of line, but he's not wrong.
Okay, all right.
I mean, you can kind of agree with that in the hockey hyperbole, of course. Yeah. If Vancouver misses the playoffs, because I mean, that team should be damn good, and I know Demko's been hurt, but
where are they in the Pacific right now? So keep talking.
King K really quick saying, I played too cute in the offensive zone. I could try to do a spinorama to save my life, but but my luck is I have a celebrity hockey game on the celebrity shinny hockey game on April 3rd, and I hurt my freaking shoulder. So I don't think we're gonna be.
You heard it here.
Puck Guys day to day.
So
take down that deal curtain.
So the Canucks are 5th right now, 1 point behind Calgary.
Yeah.
And
Jesus.
And in the wild card, where are they at?
In the wild card, they are 1 point back of Calgary for the second wild card spot.
Okay. Yeah. And then St. Louis is right behind them at 46. And
Utah, the Ducks are
7 points out.
7 points back.
Excited.
But yeah. So Puck Guy's out day to day. Ian, do you have any injuries that we need to know about?
My hands hurt. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Ian's also out. I'll put him as month to month. Felix, how about yourself?
Like I'm life to life at this point. Like
so Ian's life to life, I guess now.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Felix.
Oh,
there we go. That's for molasses.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. I love how Ian uploaded this to the thing of graphics we have just to put it up.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Felix, any
Ricky has a
injuries?
question. I want the question.
I said, do you have any injuries? What question? Oh. This one?
Here's the question.
Oh,
Would you
okay,
guys be mad if the Sharks take back vets with term this deadline? Depends on who it is.
Agreed. Like who?
I think
how
it depends
bad
on
are
who
we
it is,
talking
right? Like
about?
I think it depends on like if it's a guy where you can obviously see like a situation like Tyler Toffoli who's obviously helping, it's great. Right? Because I still think you like it's not like you can just hand this over. Sorry, this chat. I don't think it like you still need, you can't just hand everything over to the kids and expect everything to be awesome. Like you still need to have a good mix of guys in the lineup. So if you can bring in a guy who's going to help, then fantastic.
Yeah.
If you bring in a guy like, I don't know, not terrible example, maybe not. Like if you bring in a guy like Mike Hoffman, whose best days are obviously behind him with a ton of term left, like that sucks.
Yeah.
And the tough part is that you wanted to have maybe a year after this season, because you're getting to that point where Couture's starting to go away, or Vlasic's starting to go away. The Martin Jones buyout's going to go away. I mean, we'll have a retention spot. So.
Yeah.
Well, no, we can't make any deals this deadline, guys. We have no retention spots.
Ian's
It's
hands
impossible.
are arthritic from beating the brakes off of the Foot Clan with his 4 reptilian friends. They are amphibians, my friend. Amphibians is the word you're looking for.
Have they got you any snakes recently?
No.
They caught. Oh, you should tell your dogs to go fetch you some snakes. And just
I
bring
should.
it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna Puck guy. Final thoughts on tonight's game, because I meant to close this out like 5-10 minutes ago, and Ian has derailed me.
We still have 4 hours and 19 minutes.
Y'all can go somewhere and do that show. I'm gonna dip.
What do you gotta do tomorrow? Nothing. Come on.
I have rehearsal tomorrow.
What time?
6 p.m.
That's what I thought.
Wow.
Listen, how many pods have
24 hours
you done?
I'm doing listen, I am doing all the shows this week. I've set out to do all the shows this week.
Ian, Puck guy, and I did a 6-hour fucking long live stream and watched both shitty games. Okay.
I was there. Like you
there
like,
too.
like
What are
I
you
wasn't
talking
there
about?
for like long stretches of it.
Felix, you're turning red. You okay, bud?
I think Ian and I are killing Felix right now.
I know, poor guy. Felix, you okay, man?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
So Taco Bell. Wait, we need to get Ian out here so we can take him to the Taco Bell cantina.
Oh, in Pacifica,
in
yes.
Pacifica. Like
Yes.
Ian, you're gonna love the Taco Bell cantina, and then we're gonna get you some blue premium vodka. It's gonna be.
Oh,
I never thought
you're
these
paying for it again, right?
Sorry. I never thought these two would make me laugh this hard on it. I'm just saying.
So just going back to Ricky, because he asked the question, and he said, I feel like guys like Cardwell are already buried under a pile of dudes. Again, I think it's a case by case basis, right? Like if it's a guy who you think can help and like be productive and help the team take a step, because that's what I like at this point. I want this team to start taking steps. I don't want to talk about fucking Gavin McKenna next year.
Yeah.
Like, don't be wrong. Gavin McKenna would be really nice, but I don't want to do that. Like you have to start taking steps at some point, because there's always going to be
The next guy.
And
Right.
there'll be a guy the year after that. And there'll be a
You-
guy the year after that.
Mhm.
Like there's always going to be there's always going to be that next guy that, could you believe it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but if we just get this guy, and it's like,
And it's just gonna be a never ending. Like basically, I completely agree. Like you need progression. Like you're year by year, that type of progression. And you hope that the Sharks can get that. But
they're amphibians. They live above and below water.
What the fuck is that?
Give me a second here. We're gonna settle this once and for all.
Ian, now every
Oh,
show's
no.
Hey Google,
Oh gosh.
is a turtle a reptile or an amphibian?
Reptiles.
Oh,
According
be
to
damned.
Haddock Park Animal Care Center, turtles are reptiles because
Amphibians,
they are
on the other
four-legged
hand,
vertebrates
smooth
with
scales
a
coating.
cold-blooded
All right.
metabolism and scales covering their body. Amphibians, on the other hand, have a smooth scaleless coating that is water permeable.
So,
All right, I stand corrected.
so is that why Hurdle and Chance, the the Psycho Gila monster that's the Golden Knights mascot get along because of their scaly skin? Is that what it is?
I'm guessing so.
No wonder he wanted to go to Vegas. All right, Jules, back to you.
It hasn't been back to me. It's been back to Ian. So.
All right, I stand corrected. We might have to end the show now. I've been proven wrong online.
I think just for that,
My
Ian,
ego has been shattered.
No, just for that, we're gonna continue the show like 10 minutes more.
Just
to spite Ian Reed.
Just to spite me and just so I can sit here and wallow in my embarrassment. Yeah,
yes,
So the
exactly.
detail on those jerseys. I mean,
I'm right. That went into the weekend.
Yes.
I love you, Hank.
Oh my god, known turtle frost.
No turtle fraudster.
oh my god.
Puckeye, what are your thoughts on turtles? What's your
Turtles?
favorite turtle? Oh, did I tell you guys the story of when a
Oh,
ram?
no.
Okay, I have a story, boys.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so I was down in Hawaii, right? And there's like these fucking giant waves coming at us, and me and my family are swimming, right? And then suddenly I hear my mom yelling like a maniac. This girl is yelling, and I'm like, what is going on? She's like, there's a turtle right there! There's a fucking turtle! And I look up, and there's just this giant turtle. I'm like, Mom, there's no need to be freaked out about a turtle who's not gonna bite you.
And then it
But
killed your whole family, right?
No, yeah, and then it ate everyone. I got bitten, that's why my shoulders messed up, It just ate my entire family.
That's how it happens. That's what happens.
So
You
Ian,
go in
would you
the
rather have a
Pacific
turtle
Ocean.
or a snake?
And turtle. Oh, 100% turtles. Turtles are awesome.
Why do you not like snakes? They're so they just slide.
Turtles have legs. They should be able to get from point A to point B. Snakes do not have legs. They
Yeah,
should
but they
not.
just slide around, man.
They shouldn't be able to. It's fucking witchcraft.
It's called slithering, Ian.
I'm aware of what it's called, but it's not natural. They don't have legs. They should not be able to get from point A to point B. They shouldn't exist.
Did you
Ian-
say Slytherin? What is the next topic?
Slithering.
Is the next topic Harry Potter or something?
We can talk about Harry Potter.
No.
Do you want to talk about zodiac signs?
No.
No.
What are we doing?
we
This
need to
is
do
your
it.
fault,
Take your
Ian.
time.
This is your fault.
Let's wrap it up, Jules.
I was trying to 20 minutes ago blame Ian. And with that,
I do not think birds are drone. Birds have wings. They can get around. It makes perfect fucking sense.
Puckeye, you see what I've been dealing with? And Bert,
What is with this chat? These last two games.
chat?
What on earth? Man, I can't wait for the
Birds
playoffs to
have
come
wings
around again.
and legs. And legs. They have wings and legs.
Wait, but the drones are not. I mean, I could see it. I get where you're coming from, Cruisin'. I get where you're coming from.
the astrologist not seeing the super.
No.
No.
And with that, thank you for tuning in to. I'm not doing that whole outro again. You know where to find us. Hit that like
Yes,
button.
worms are snakes. They don't make sense. But the fish.
But
like them,
Ian,
so.
they still get from point A to point B. They don't need legs.
Doesn't mean they should.
Okay, well, go
Just
tell.
because they can does mean they should.
Where's the button to end the show? And with
Keep
where's
it
the
real. Keep it teal.
No,
Keep
no.
it real.
Discord.
Teal.
I knew that. Bye, guys.